Okay, hello everybody. My name is Halia. I am a gold consultant and an ITAN card earner, and we are going to go over the new commission tracking form. It has recently taken over the old commission tracking form completely. So we're going to go over how to submit that, how to fill it out, all of those things. There are or you can access it through your Evo website. I definitely suggest to like bookmark your website somewhere so you can get to it pretty quickly. That's what I have done, but I'm going to show you guys how to get through it through just your back office, okay? So you're going to go into your back office. I'm going to go to this account because this account is where I book travel on. And then you're going to go to the left-hand side where it says My Travel Site right here. Now, like I said, I definitely suggest for you guys to bookmark it. I have mine right here where it says Evo site bookmarked, but you can also get to it through your back office. You're going to want to make sure you log in. If you have not already registered, register first and then log in. And it's going to take you to the back end portion of it. So if you click on my booking portal, this is what your clients would see if you send it to them. This is not the one that I use, so it's not updated with any contact information, but this is what your clients are going to see when you send it to them. You can make edits and all the things on the back portion on the dash or on your dashboard. This is where you're going to be able to do all of the edits to your profile, customize it, things like that, add in the specials, and submit commission tracking forms. So we're going to go right here to this commissions tab, and we're going to click on Commissions Hub. This is going to bring you to what is now called the Commissions Hub, where you can submit commission tracking forms, track your commissions, and do things like that, okay? You can update or you can give feedback here with anything that you think would be helpful for changes. And then you can also watch the instructional video as well, okay? Now, this is set up to include groups as well, so you don't have to submit a different form for groups. You can upload everything onto here. You do have to submit your commission tracking forms within 30 days of booking, or you will only receive 60% of the commission payout rather than your 80%. Okay. I want to make sure you guys are writing that down. All right. Because that is very, 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 very important. You have to submit your commission tracking form 30 days within booking, or you will only receive 60% of the supplier commission payout, not the full 80% that we get, okay? This is going to be important because a lot of times what we were noticing is people were not submitting commission tracking forms in time. Then it would be time for them to receive their payment. They would submit the commission tracking form and then submit a Where's My Commission form. This was causing Archer to get backed up on the Where Are My Commissions form, causing delays in payouts, right? Because if they don't have a commission tracking form, there's no way for them to track where that commission is supposed to go to, okay? So you guys want to make sure, my best suggestion is as soon as you make a booking, even if it's just a deposit on something, even if things might change later, as soon as you make a booking, go ahead and immediately fill out that commission tracking form right away. Okay. That actually reminds me, I have to fill one out for a booking I did. Okay. So fill it out right away. All right. And then go ahead and you can make edits later. All right. Now, I'm not going to do mine that I need to do on here because I don't want to share any personal information, right? But go ahead and fill that out immediately, right? The reason I didn't do practice what I preach was because we were at convention. I was a little sidetracked, but I want you guys to get in the habit of filling those commission tracking forms out immediately, okay? So you're going to come in here and click New Commission Tracking Form. You're going to give it a nickname, right? We're just going to call it Example. And you're going to check off the terms and conditions. If you guys want to read what this says, you guys can. It's going to give you that independent contractor agreement information, okay? And then you're going to click Create. All right, then you can add in new travelers here. You're going to need their name, email, and phone. So let's say we're going to do John Doe. Let's do sample, whoops, at gmail.com. And we're just going to do a phone number of zeros, okay? And we're going to press create. Then you can add in more travelers, right? So again, if it's a group, you can add in all of the traveler information here. You can duplicate the primary traveler's information. You can have this as the first person the first person that you input is going to be that primary traveler, okay? Then you can add in new travel components. So you can add in, if it's a package that you're booking, you can add in all of the components at one time, right? Or if you're booking things separately, let's say you're booking the hotel on one vendor, a car rental on another, a flight on another, and excursions on another. You can enter in each individual component on the same form. Whereas previously we had to have a separate commission tracking form for each component that was booked, right? Unless it was booked as like a package on Vax or something like that. This way you can add in each individual component on the same form. So all of that information is going to be on the same commission tracking form. Okay, so you can keep track of it all at one time. All right, so let's say we're gonna do flights, right? Let's say we're gonna add air. Let's say today is the booking date. Let's say we book these with American Airlines. Let's say it's American Airlines, right? Let's say they're going to go to, let's do a cruise. So let's say the destination is to, let's do Orlando, Florida. Let's say the start date, I'm just making stuff up right now. Let's say the start date is going to be in October, and then the end date is going to be a week later, right? We can have the estimated commissions as, I'm just going to put in $10. And let's say the total sales amount is $100. You're then going to enter in the booking reference ID. Okay, I'm just going to create example for this for right now. And then it should automatically select no thank you, the travel participants. You're just going to go ahead and click create. Okay. And then you're going to do the same thing for each individual component, right? So let's say now we're going to do, let's do the cruise, right? Let's say we're going to book, the booking date is today. Let's say the supplier is Royal Caribbean. The start date is, let's say, I think I did October 15th. So let's do the 16th, and the end date is that, right? So we're doing a day in and a day before. The cruise company is, again, Royal Caribbean. If I could spell, that would be fantastic. Let's say they're going to go on the new, I'm just going to put the new one. Star of the Seas, right? Itinerary details is automatically going to populate. Currency dollar, let's say your estimated commission is going to be, I don't know, 600, right? And you will be given your estimated commission while you are booking. It'll show on that supplier checkout page. And then let's say the sales amount is $6,000, right? We're just going to do reference. We're just going to do easy numbers. Booking a reference ID again, travel participants. If you have multiple participants on here, multiple travelers, you can click all of them and then create. Let's see. Oh, it's not going to let me because I'm creating a random one. Okay, so then we're going to create that. I'm just going to hit back. All right, so then you would see American Airlines here. You would see the cruise here. If you had any additional components in here, like a rental car or maybe transfers, right? You could do things like that. It'll give you car. You can do car rental, ride share company, right? All of that information. You're just taking directly from the booking that you did and plugging it into here, okay? Once you have everything in there, you can then go ahead and hit submit. Okay. Submit. And it is going to show up here as submitted. All right. Now I have noticed I have been paid out for all of these, but obviously you guys can see these are saying payment processing. So they have not been updated on the back end. So make sure you are also keeping track of your own commissions and what you're getting paid out, okay? When you guys receive the work market notification and you are in your work market account, you can go in and look at the invoice on the website. I haven't been able to do it on the app yet, but on the work market website, I have been able to go in and see what booking tracking forms, like what I'm being paid out. It'll give me the booking reference ID, right? Or the confirmation number of the booking. It'll give me that information on the invoice of what's being paid out, and I can match it to my bookings that I'm waiting on. Okay. So make sure you guys are being proactive with that. Let's say you book a new component and you need to go and update this package. You can press edit, press OK, and then edit the package by adding components, adding travelers, any agent notes that you need to do, anything like that. All right. I'm going to press cancel. And you guys can see it is now canceled, right? Because I don't need this to be an actual thing. I don't think we can delete it, but you guys can see that it is canceled. All right. Do you guys have any questions about the commission tracking forms or submitting it or anything like that? Do you guys want to go over how to find it again? This is a pretty quick training, but if you guys have any questions, I am more than happy to go over something again. It is very simple. I feel like now that they updated it, it could have been a little bit intimidating for people, but it is very simple, right? It's very straightforward. You're literally just implementing or inputting the like confirmation stuff into the commission tracking form. Would VAX be a package? Yes. So you would select new commission tracking form, right? We're going to put example 2, check off the terms and conditions. Oh my goodness. And then under new, actually, whatever, new traveler, we're going to do John Doe again. You can actually search people too. If you've booked for people multiple times, you can search here, right? Now, I canceled that, so it's not going to show up. So we're going to do John Doe again. We're going to do sample@gmail.com 00000. Oh, there we go. Okay. Enter in that information. And then we're going to go into new component, right? So you have package right here. If you are booking a package, it depends on what you're booking, right? If you're on VAX and you're bundling the air, the hotel, the transfers, any excursions, that is a package because you're getting one commission tracking or one confirmation number, right? Same thing with like Vacation Express. If you're bundling the air, the transfers, the hotel stay, travel insurance, that's one confirmation number. Okay. So if you have multiple components on a booking, but one confirmation number, that's going to be a package. Okay. Same thing with Expedia Tap. You can bundle things, right? But you can also book things individually. If you are bundling it and it has one confirmation number for multiple activities, right? Whether it's the air, hotel, whatever the case may be, that is going to be a package, okay? For Viator, if you are booking multiple activities and you're using the same card and you're checking them all out at the same time, you will submit, each one will have its own booking reference number, okay? So under component, each activity will have its own component. So one activity will be one excursion booked, right? Another activity will be the next excursion booked. Even if they're all booked at the same time, it's going to give you multiple confirmation numbers for each individual activity booked. So each individual activity is going to be an individual component on this commission tracking form. Does that make sense? So in group, just one person to do the commission instead of adding all the names. Yeah, you can do it a few different ways. You could do the primary traveler, right? Or you could do like if each, so when I was doing, this was before they changed the tracking forms over. When I was doing a group for this past May, or they traveled in this past May, and I was submitting my commission tracking form last year, it asked for each like name, right, on each room that was booked in the group block. You could do like that. You could do the primary traveler and the confirmation. I keep saying commission tracking form, the confirmation number. I have not done a group on here yet. I will be doing that in the next month or so once we finalize the next group with that same client. Um, So what I'm planning on doing is because I get different confirmations for each individual room booked, right? I get the group confirmation and then I get different confirmations for each individual room booked. So I'm planning on having each individual room booked with a person in there, and then I'm gonna have the group confirmation number, and then under like the notes, I'll put each individual person. Does that make sense? I feel like I kind of just said that 5 times. Okay, perfect. I'm glad that made sense because in my head it was kind of, and then as it was coming out, I was like, this is not what I was trying to say. Alrighty, do you guys have any other questions? This is what the package portion is going to look like. I'm going to add this to the training later. I just have to figure out what day I booked it over. Okay, the 23rd. So booking date was the 23rd. Supplier was Funjet Vacations. The start date is October 12th to the 17th. Okay. October 12th to the 17th. The components here that are included are air, hotel, car. That's it, because it's transfers. So flights, transfers, and the hotel. Perfect. And then I'm going to scroll down itinerary details. I'm going to put round trip, flights, round trip, transfers, and all inclusive hotel stay. We're just gonna leave it like that. Estimated commission that's a really good question. I think I wrote it down. I'm gonna stop sharing for just a second so I don't share my client's Zoom info, my client's personal information. Okay, 257.56. And the total sales amount is 2452.33. 43 or 53? 33. Neither of those. 33. Okay. Then you can see it's already going to provide her info or her stuff there. I'm again going to stop sharing just for a second while I enter in the booking ID. And then you guys can see under travel components, it has the package with the supplier and what is included. Okay. And I'm just going to press submit. And then it's going to give me her first name, what I named the trip, right? Her name and Cancun trip. This is how I'm able to keep track of that. All right.